Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Kimberly Sanders, and I'm so honored to have all of these beautiful faces on tonight with us. We have a special edition with a beautiful couple of ladies coming on tonight to share their journey with our amazing live dehydrated, regeneratively grown, organic superfood nutrition. And we call this a 90-day ultimate lifestyle transformation with the intention of truly just coming in and bringing ourselves through this beautiful lifestyle and really being able to add it to our life even after this 90 days and just keep bringing really great whole food nutrition. And I have my beautiful Yarrow Dankert on the line. She is a regenerative health practitioner, and she is a massage therapist and herbalist, and just knows all the wise words and needs for so many of us. And so we love to have her share really why all the good things that everyone's going to share, why it actually really works, and give us the science behind it. So I just thank everyone tonight for coming. Thank you, Barry and Miss Julie. Um, so tonight I'd love to have Miss Kristen come on and introduce yourself. Please share what's been happening for you with the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. And then if you'll introduce Miss Rosie and she can share her story as well, I would just love it. We are just so fortunate to have you all on tonight. Thank you for all being here. Bless, you're muted. Thank you so much.
There we go. Amazing. Okay, so my name is Kristen, as you can see, and I'm actually here in Toronto, Canada, in the cold. It's snowing, and we haven't seen sun for a very long time. But I have been in the wellness industry since I was 20, and I just turned 49 in November. So a long time. It's what I eat, breathe, and sleep. And so when I learned about Purium actually 10 years ago, I don't know exactly know, it was a while ago when it first came to Canada, or we were able to get it here. I was like, wow, this is so clean, like so clean. And so I started only 15 days ago, 2 weeks, I think maybe January. When did I order? December 30th, I think it was. Yeah. Okay. I don't even time is flying. But anyway, so it's been, I guess, a couple weeks. Rosie said to me, yeah, I think it's been 15 days. So yeah, so I have noticed, and I'm only doing half. My husband and I are both doing half. So you can just imagine what would happen when you're doing the full. And I am feeling more energy. The tart cherry is amazing. I love that stuff. Like I could probably drink a bottle, which I have to make sure that I keep it away because it is so delicious. And the shakes are amazing. You know, most people, the three ladies that actually are using the products right now, that are in my community, I was thinking, are they going to love the shakes because they're real shakes? We're not talking, like the whey shakes, or some of the shakes that are out there taste almost like, a McDonald's shake or something like that. This is like the real deal. But the thing is, when it's the real deal and it's green, most people I have found are a little nervous. And what I've experienced is people, not with Purium, but with other stuff, people are like, oh my gosh, it's too green. But this has not happened with Purium. So it's amazing. So yeah, so anyways, I could go on and on here, but it's delicious. It tastes good. I feel good. And I'm starting the parasite. Tomorrow is a full moon, and that's when you're supposed to start parasite cleansing. So I waited actually until the full moon, which is tomorrow. So I'm going to get into that. And yeah, it's very, very exciting. So Rosie actually is a neighbor. I've known her for many, many years. She's been in my community as a wellness practitioner. She just kind of follows me around, and I'm very honored because she trusts me. And she lives like just literally a walk around, like you just go up the street and around, and that's where she lives. So she was asking about some issues that she was dealing with, which she'll talk about. And she said, oh, what do you think could help? And I said, actually, I'm just on a call right now with David, And he's talking about some of the things that she was telling me. So I said, I'm going to be trying this. Why don't you try it with me? And she said, okay, I'm down. I'm down. So she's very sweet. She has two boys, and she is just a bundle of love, is what I call her. She's awesome. And yeah, she's had amazing results in only 2 weeks. And so she's going to tell you more. And I'm going to pass it over to her.
Rosie, let me just go live real fast.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Christine. Yes, she's a lifesaver. She's my, I think she's my emergency contact other than my husband. When I need to have something, I feel something and it's okay. What is good here? And honestly, I follow her from the moment I move where I live for a long, long time. Everything what she do, I learn from her a lot of stuff. And the moment she say, okay, I'm like, I'm feeling so tired as a mom of young kids. So she's like, okay, the end of December, everyone is so busy for preparing New Year. I'm like, okay, this is my goal. I want my health to be taken care. So this like, okay, so give me a couple days. I said, no, I want to do it now before 2024. She's like, okay, let's make it happen. And I was so grateful and thankful because I'm a little worried when I look at Purium. It's all green. I'm not that kind of fan of all greens. I feel like I try different thing and always have those, the shake. I don't feel when it comes to the shake, I don't feel that it's easy to digest. And as I have a chronic gastritis, that's my issue. I I feel like it's not for me. But when I do, I know she will not do something that she doesn't know what exactly. So the moment she say, okay, let's do this, I said, okay, go. So I am in an ultimate lifestyle transformation and I love my book. I feel like I'm studying every day. I'm so enjoying filling it out because I see my result. And I feel like when I started, I feel like I'm almost 333 for everything. I don't know how my body so tired and I don't have focus. My stress level is just on the roof. I don't have no patience, nothing. Not even in 10 days. I'm on the 7, 8. I'm like, whoa, this is something that I really have the list on how I feel my body. One thing I love and I never have issue, I always have issues is sleep. I just lie down just for a reason that is night. I need to sleep, but nothing. I'm not sleeping. I'm just maybe they say counting the stars or whatever. My mind is all over the place. And the next morning, I'm so exhausted. I'm so upset and everything, like all kind of emotions. But after the first night of the cherry, oh my, I have my 7 hours sleep. And I'm like, this is true or what? I'm dreaming. I'm still on a detox. So my body is like, as you mentioned, Kimberly, and you said, I don't need to lose weight because my issue is even gaining weight because of my digestion. I'm not digesting anything at all. Like everything is, I'm having issues in digestion. I'm so scared to eat anything because I know it makes me sick. And honestly, because of my chronic gastritis, I just drink water mostly and I forgot to eat. My husband's like, you're losing more weight. I'm like, I know. But this one, I maintain my weight from the time I started. And on top of that I'm maintaining, I feel like I'm nourished. Like I don't feel something missing in my body. And I love my shake. I'm just enjoying it with my work because as I work through phone and a customer service, I talk 8 hours every day. I cannot swallow, even though I'm doing this for 17 years. I never eat and talk. I don't know how to do that. So I never swallow, but I always eat fast. As you mentioned, when you said about the tablets and everything because I'm worried I'm not good with this thing. When you said is food, think about it, it's food. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? When I'm rushing, I just swallow my food. I don't even chew it. So it is amazing. I'm honestly, I'm loving it. And I share some of it with my husband. And he's like, what is that shake? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I never feel hungry. I'm like, oh, that's a good thing. So it is for me, I see difference on my skin. I see the glow that I never felt before, and just for 15 days. And that's amazed me. I'm loving. And the one thing I love is the community. One thing that I'm worried because sometimes, not all the time, Christine is available, but everyone, any question I have, like everyone is there to support you. I'm like, okay, so I don't feel alone. And then listen to you, Kimberly said, go your yoga. I'm like, I never done yoga for a long time. I'm like, I feel like my body is so stiff. And today I did for the first time to do yoga, Pilates, all the things that I used to do. And I just love the result. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what I love to do. And amazing. And again, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy that, Christine introduced me to this one. I'm looking forward for the kids one because I'm all looking for everything for my whole family. Because even my kids is like, Mom, can I share with your shake? Like they want me to give them a little bit of it. They're loving it. And I'm like, this is green. Do you understand? It's like, I love it. So honestly, I so happy and grateful, thankful for this one. Thank you again. And thanks, Kimberly, for always being there. And again, Christine, you're a godsend.
Wow.
You.
Miss Rosie, wow, this is the treasures that we always wish for. And for you to share about the sleep one night that the cherry totally worked with your body. So amazing. And yes, feed your children green drinks every single day. That's so awesome. Oh, you just make all of our hearts
For me,
cheer.
this is my next shopping spree for 2024. I'm already looking everything what is I could add it because I'm just loving it. I used to enjoy shopping for clothes. Now I'm like Imperium in my working hours. Okay, I think this one that she's talking about.
Yes.
So I'm loving it. I'm really, again, I'm feeling that the value I'm getting and the money that's spending is worth it. And I want to feel that way. I enjoy every minute of it. So like I'm loving the making this shake. And honestly, I never drink shake without adding almond milk or coconut milk. As again, because of Christine, I am dairy free, but I cannot do the shake without it. But now only water. I never touch my almond milk. I just give it for my kids. But for me, it's water and tastes so good. I'm like, boy, this thing is unbelievable. I am so concerned of the taste. I feel like, okay, you know what? It's okay. As long as it's good for me, I expect that it's not gonna taste good. But this one is blown my mind away. Love it. I can't wait to get my new product coming.
We
Thank
love it so
you.
much. And you are such a delight. I'm so honored to get to have you on this call and share you with the world. And truly, you get to share this with other people if you wish. So just know that, there's so many people that deserve this that you love. So,
Yes, and start sharing it
yeah.
on my own Facebook every single day. And yeah, people are reaching out and say, okay, what is this now you're sharing? Because again, everyone wants and having this as I'm 45. My doctor said I'm on perimenopausal. So I'm like, okay, what do I need to do here to slow down the symptoms? And so far, I think I find the product I'm looking for that I'm not worried anymore for those perimenopause. It's okay, bring it on. I'm ready for it. Before I'm terrified, as I'm like, okay, but I'm so happy. And one thing that is it, I haven't touched my medication that my doctor said I needed it when my acid reflux really hit me bad for that 15 days that I'm on a shake. I totally forgot about it until my pharmacy said, okay, it's time to refill. I said, refill what? It's all full. I'm like, what? I said, nope, I don't need refill. I'm okay. So I'm so happy for that.
We are
Thank you again,
so happy for you.
Kimberly, for having me here. And thank you everyone for your time and listening. Loving everyone and nice meeting you all. Looking forward for a more time and of course, help for you, Kimberly. All your support is really great. I'm grateful. And Crystal, that's one thing. The moment I hear Crystal, like when she speak, I heard her what she said about how she feel. I said, okay, I'm in, because I feel what exactly she felt before. I'm like, okay, I think I'm going crazy. I did 2 times to be in the ER this year, that last year, because of my panic attack. And I'm like, okay, this need to stop, because, and they doesn't know what to do. I'm like, okay, I lose my faith and my medical field. So I'm like, okay, let me do my way. So I'm so happy for it for 15 days. So looking forward and excited where this journey bring me.
Oh, that's so amazing. Yes, you have you in your own hands now. You can rely on you instead of the doctors and things like that. So you have the tools. It's so amazing.
Yes.
Well,
you.
do you feel complete, or do you wish to share anything else?
I think that's it. I'm really appreciated the time that you've given me to share what I feel, and how this Purium changed my life in a short period of time. I can imagine what it gonna do in a longer term, right? So looking forward to it, and just wants to be feel happy. And I know I thought before it's like the word I'm saying, but I don't feel it. But now I could feel both my words and how I feel in my body. So I'm like just amazed with it and grateful for you guys to be, and of course Christine, she's always there. And again, thank you, Kimberly.
You're so welcome. And I know that Yarrow is here, our regenerative health practitioner. I know she's jumping up and down too, because this is our love, to be able to just hear that people get to feel their best. So I would love to hand it over to Yarrow now, and have you share. And even if you wanted to touch on a little of the menopause stuff, if you want, while I'm opening up the screen to share about the goodness.
Sure. And everybody has these kind of results with the ultimate lifestyle transformation, and really with all of the Purium products. They are pure and premium. That's where their name comes from. You guys will have to excuse me. I'm really flighty. I'm feeling really flighty because I'm fasting. And so I might be talking really fast and seeming nervous or weird, but I'm not. I'm just fasting and getting all cleaned out. So these products are the most nutrient dense, highest quality, regeneratively grown, beyond organic, wind dehydrated, beautiful, synergistically created formula of products that I've ever come across. I was introduced about 3 years ago by Kimberly to the ultimate lifestyle transformation. Lately, I'm practicing regenerative health. I started out as a massage therapist, went to herbology school, had my own health food store, and have been seeing clients throughout on different levels, helping with juice fast instruction, mostly just helping people get well. Whatever your goals are, then I can step in and help on that level. And the ultimate lifestyle transformation has made that so much easier for me. in that it creates this foundation. So many of us are nutritionally deficient. And so, like Rosie's saying, in 15 days, usually people report something within 3 days. They have so much more energy. They're experiencing a decrease in any of their dis-ease symptoms. They're feeling more balanced. Their moods are rising. One of the things that a lot of people report is feeling a level of joy that they just haven't noticed in a really long time. A lot of us don't notice when we are feeling bad, but we really do notice when we're feeling good. And these products have the ability to make you feel absolutely fantastic. So, working with something like gastritis, like Rosie has, we work with menopause, we work with everything. And the synergy of the products, as I was saying, is just so perfect that it meets you on all levels where you might be deficient. Um, Kimberly, do you want to bring up the thing, or I have a pack here so I can show, but I know there's a glare. You can bring up the screen if you want. The program starts with a power shake, which is the nutritional piece, the greens. It's very alkalizing. It is appleberry flavored or original flavored. Most people really appreciate the appleberry. It's not overly sweet. They have no binders, no fillers, no excipients, nothing that isn't just straight up the food that is there for the nutrition. And then they use melon as the sweetener. Lohan Guo comes from melon. Chia seeds, every ingredient is organic. And as I stated, they are regeneratively grown, mostly at our own farms in Utah in an old lake bed where there is just minerals abound, all of the old debris left over from the lake bed, feeding the plants, and then they harvest there on site when the plants are at peak ripeness, which means a lot for those of us that know about growing food and regenerative health and the microbiome of the soil and the microbiome of the gut and how those things are related, is that the food that we're getting these days, even if we're buying organic, even if we're growing our own food in our own gardens, we cannot get the nutrient value in the foods that we used to be able to get. And so you just have to eat so much more of something to be able to get the nutrition. If your intestinal tract isn't coated with mucoid plaque and making it impossible for you to absorb the nutrients anyway. So these are grown to peak ripeness, harvested at that time when they have all the enzymatic integrity, and wind dehydrated so that they're not heated to a degree where any of that will be lost. Then they quite literally are tested a few times throughout that process, a number of times, to make sure that there's no glyphosate left in the product, there's no pesticides. The farms are miles and miles and miles away from anybody that's using any kind of toxic environmental stuff that the plants might be exposed to. And then they package it and they ship it directly to our door in home compostable packaging, which I think is amazing and wonderful. I'm always looking for the best of the best. And for people that that love the Mother Earth and do their best to make it not just about money and about helping people get well and taking care of the people and the planet at the same time. So you'll have 2 green shakes in a day. That's the power shake. Then there is the Super Amino 23, which are tablets. This is the master amino pattern. This was created by a physician for people that were wasting away in hospital beds, whether that be from muscle wasting diseases, being in a coma. And I think it started with a person who had had stomach cancer, so they weren't actually able to be taking in the food. The stomach wasn't able to break things down. So the Super Amino 23 is a pre-digested protein. A chain of amino acids makes a protein. These amino acids are the 9 essential aminos that are needed in our body so that our body can create the other, there are 27 total, I think, can create the other amino acids so that we're able to build tissue. It's just at the very basis of the cellular tissue building are all amino acids. This will increase your cognitive function. This will help you build muscle and burn fat while you do quite literally nothing. And that gives us really strong, healthy skin. It helps to rebuild connective tissue. The aminos have a huge role in our cellular health and in the health of all of the tissues in the body. One of the really special products that comes in this kit is the Biomedic. It is a patented product that removes glyphosate from the body, and it has been third-party tested. In a 6-week trial, it removes 74% of glyphosate from the body and decreases the A1C, which is a common inflammation marker, by 75%. So glyphosate is a very common herbicide that is sprayed on almost all agricultural crops, sometimes even organic, unfortunately. And glyphosate has been shown to eat holes in our intestinal tract and make it so that our little microvilli, which are our absorptive hairs that are inside our small intestine, it kind of mats them down, like it lays them down, and it makes them ineffective and unable to do their job. And glyphosate creates mucoid plaque, which is like that, a black tar that lines the intestinal tract, both small and large. And on the other side of your intestinal tract in your body is your immune system. So they've seen a huge rise in autism, ADD and ADHD, all autoimmune diseases, heart disease, cancer, on and on and on with the list of things. And some of us believe that the reason for that is because as your body does not know what to do with whole particles of anything. So if you're leaking from your gut ultimately into your body cavity, where your lymphatic system is and your immune system is, your body is very confused and the cells will start to attack themselves. So this is, it's really special. It's absolutely amazing. I'm sure it has a lot to do with why Rosy is not experiencing digestive issues. And it is something all of us should be taking every day. Part of the reason I really like this whole program is because everything in it is needed by everyone. So as soon as you get on the program and you see how amazing you feel, then it dawns on you that, like, quite literally every single person needs this in their life. And that makes it seem even more special. And it's like, we forgot how good we used to feel. Okay, another product that comes with it is the Super Cleanser. Now this is it's a parasite cleanse and also a colon cleanse. It encourages peristalsis. So sometimes when you start alkalizing your system and adding things to your cells that are going to help to balance you out, you need to cut down on the amount of fungal overgrowth, which is candida, and or parasites. We all have parasites. Every single one of us has got them. And some of us are able to keep them under control, but the Super Cleanser will just gently start to remove parasites and will increase the rate of peristaltic action to help you have more bowel movements to keep that detox pathway open. And you choose a 10-day period when you do the Super Cleanser, and then you'll choose 20 days later, you do the other 10 days of those to get all the eggs. And then the last product that comes in the kit is the Apothecary, which Rosy was telling us about. It is a concentrated cherry juice, and it's from a special kind of cherry, the Montmercier cherry. It has a really high auric value. It's super high in antioxidants, and it's traditionally known to bind to uric and lactic acid and help it be excreted from the body. So this is supporting your kidneys, which are the main detox pathway, and also helping you create melatonin, which will help you have a really good sleep, as Rosy mentioned as well. This is just flushing things out, decreasing inflammation, and helping everything move through. All the products work really, really nicely together, and they help you get a better sleep, have beautiful skin. Some people are in it to lose weight. The average person loses between 15 and 25 pounds when they go on the protocol, if you follow it correctly. And then you're able to eat really whatever you want. But if you're following the program as we suggest it, you'll want to eat plant-based and definitely eliminate dairy, for sure, sugar and processed foods, and then cut down your meat intake if you're not willing to give it up entirely. but most people are for a short time at least. And we see the best results if we stay on the program for 90 days. And then after that 90 days, your body comes into kind of an area of homeostasis, and then you can drop down to just one serving of a shake per day and the super aminos and everything else and go off of the super cleanser. By that time, you ought to be cleaned out of parasites. And then you can just order a pack every now and then to do a parasite cleanse like 3 or 4 times a year. I think the company is amazing. I love the owners. I love everything they stand for. Their integrity is unbelievable. And I think that's everything. We all need this.
Thank you. That was magical, Yarrow. Thank you so much. And to be able to just hear all the science behind it and just knowing all these good things. And, and at the same time for me, if I'm leading someone through this, then I want them to have 2 shakes always. We just had David Sandoval speak tonight, and he was just saying, to really ask one shake to do the heavy lifting in life, that's a lot to ask of one green drink. And so if we can do our 2 shakes a day, I always want people to come in and get a juice bar in a bag and have even more of the beautiful formulas like Miss Barry says. So anyway, thank you so much, Miss Rosy, for coming on and sharing and being our guest tonight. And Yarrow, thanks for sharing. And I will stop the recordings, but I have a little wheel of fortune to win some superfoods for all of our friends that are not brand partners yet. So please, if you are hearing this recording, it was gifted to you with full intention of knowing that we wish to bring you into this lifestyle as well and really witness you have these amazing outcomes of effervescent joy bubbling forth and being able to come to a community that is really on purpose to change the world, really. And what our company with Purium, with Dave and Amy, the whole foundation of it is to end human suffering. And there's no shortage of that right now. And I'd love that to be the shortage of life right now, is ending the human suffering. And we know there's many different layers of types of suffering. But once you get the gut to be in a happy place and we really release all the toxins and the things that are weighing us down, I mean, it's it's like you can't even contain yourself. And that's what I've been loving for many, many years. And then we have friends like Yarrow and others on the team that can lead us into even more effervescent goodness for our lives and our love. So I just thank you all for being here, and thanks for listening, friends. Get back to the friend who shared this with you.